Melissa Strange, and welcome to another episode For the Love of Drag. Today we're going to be talking about RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 2, episode number 7, also known as Family That Drags Together. And this episode dragged all of the emotions out of me. Starts off with the after Tatiana elimination, where we find out that had Katya have won that lip sync, which a lot of y'all people online think that she should have won that lip sync, even though personally I think Alaska did win that lip sync, a lot of y'all think that Katya won that lip sync? Anyways, had she have actually won, she would have sent home Roxy, revealed by her lipstick. And I'm like, I kind of wish she did win, because Roxy she needs to go. Why is she still in this competition? At this point, she can't win, right? And I think that's kind of the vibe that everyone's feeling. It's like, keep her around for now. She ain't gonna win. And it cuts to a clip of Alaska basically saying that she knows that she's slaying this competition and she thinks that everyone is kind of gunning to get her out at this point because she's winning so much, and if she was them, she would too, right? So Ru enters the workroom and announces what is bound to be at least 20 minutes worth of the episode worth of crying. It is the makeover challenge, but the queens this season are going to be making over female family members. So sisters, mothers, grandmothers who are actually mothers but they're actually grandmothers, and it is bound to be, and it is going to be, and it was a very emotional episode. It was all the feels. All these queens have been through so much, and they work so much that they don't all get time to grieve and deal with the things that they have going on in their lives at the time that it's happening, because they're so busy because of being, you know, in this giant drag family famous thing that is RuPaul's Drag Race. It was very emotional to watch like Alyssa and his sister break down, because it's about to be it's the day before their like mom's 1 year of passing anniversary, and so that was really upsetting. You had Detox and his sister Heather talking about how the previous week was their father's passing anniversary and how it's been really hard on them, and just like every single one of them has been dealing with so much, and they have to kind of push that all down and be in this competition. So you can kind of like, you see why some of them maybe were struggling at certain parts and what's going on. Like, these queens are dealing with a lot. It's like how Adore left. There's just a lot going on that obviously we don't see. It's a reality TV show, but it's like a lot of pressure, and they have to do these things. They say like this week. That ain't a week. That is day to day. It is just insane. I feel horrible that some of them were having such emotional like breakdowns, because it was just like, I just wanted to give them all hugs. That's it. I just wanted to go and hug them all. I think my favorite family member was probably Katya's mom, just for her accent alone. So in addition to the makeover, they also are going to be voguing on the runway. They have Anastasia of Anastasia Beverly Hills Cosmetics giving them, the ladies in the room, eyebrow makeovers. It was just very interesting of an episode. It was just very emotional, and then it was like, here, get your eyebrows done, and then it was like, go vogue, and then it was like, here's an elimination. And it was just, this episode really, like, honestly, I had to lay down after it. I was just like, I was like overheating. I watched literally the last half like this. I'm still not over it. You can tell I'm just like, so that was a lot to take in. So it's time for the main stage, and before these queens vogue, Aubrey Plaza tells us how she's gonna kill herself tomorrow because it's the best day ever. Girl, I feel you. If I was judging on RuPaul's Drag Race, my life might as well end in the moment in that place, because then I would have died somewhere awesome. I thought all of the voguing was amazing. And as for their family glamour, see, here's the thing, okay? Literally, in previous seasons, there's always one or two queens that the makeup isn't good, or there's not enough family resemblance, but they all looked alike. Like, they all really were able to make their sisters and mothers and grandmothers, whatever. I understand that they are related, so there is going to be similarities to an extent. I mean, it is a boy dressed as a woman and a woman dressed in female drag as well. So there's similarities, there's differences, obviously. There's different things that they have to do to paint their faces, but I really felt like they all looked like family. Like, nobody really looked out of place. And honestly, I liked the way everybody looked, and I will say that I thought my battery died. Should have saw that coming. So on the judges' critique, personally, I thought based on everything that happened in the runway and the voguing, that Alaska was going to be in the bottom. It was kind of predictable who was going to end up in the top and the bottom this week based on the performances. Sometimes it is unpredictable, like I thought last week was. This week it was kind of like, and here's why. Okay, so judges critique, they do their critique, right? Judges, they critique the queens. And Michelle tears Alaska a new anus. And I'm just like, you know, Alaska totally could have stepped up. I was surprised that that's what her and her mom did. Season 5, she didn't do great on the makeover challenge. I don't know if she was in the bottom 2, but she was definitely low. She didn't do amazing. And Roxy nailed it the last time, and I actually kind of thought Roxy's grandmother makeover looked a little bit like the makeover she did in season 5. So knowing that Alaska didn't do so well, Alaska knows she didn't do so well. So when Rue announces that Detox and Katya are in the top 2, and that everybody who's not in the top 2 is in the bottom and up for elimination, Alaska goes backstage and has a bit of a meltdown. And I was kind of disappointed about it, but at the same time, sometimes when the pressure's on, that shit happens. But like, girl, for someone who don't wear wigs, I watched you chuck one across the room, and for somebody who needs to wear nails, you weren't wearing no nails, and I was just like, what is going on, Alaska? She throws her heels, undoes the pins from her hair, undoes her dress. She's just like, you know what, drag's uncomfortable, I'm getting comfortable, fuck this. I was like, what is going on? Alaska's threw in the towel. Now, based on every week, especially with Roxy and Detox, and like the way that they go on about the damn eliminations and the pact that they had, technically whoever wins would have to send Alaska home, which is what I've said in previous episodes, that what if Alaska does amazing the entire damn season, and one episode she falls short, are they going to send her home? And then now finally everybody's like, we have to take consistency into, you know, account. Okay, that being said, they still didn't take consistency into account. If you look at Alaska, who out of the 7 weeks has been in the bottom for 1 week, was in the top for 4 weeks, was rated high 1 week and was like safe, but still rated high in the other week. She literally, this is the first week that she has had a hiccup. Alyssa had 2 hiccups. Episode 4 when Alaska eliminated her, and now episode 7. Roxy had spent majority of this season, more than half of the season, Roxy has been in the bottom. So based on consistency, if you're gonna say you can't send Alaska home because she's done really well this entire time, this is the first time she's gone in the bottom, and based on the fact that Roxy has literally been in the bottom for more than half of this competition now, and based on the fact that Alyssa was gone, yes, but she never missed a single episode because the episode she left was the episode they came back in. So when you take everything into account, no matter who won that lip sync, Roxy should have gone home. Doesn't matter if Detox wins and they've been friends for 13 freaking years, she should have gone home, right? Listen, I am Team Alaska and I'm Team Katya. I'm definitely a little bit more Team Alaska than Team Katya. I'm wearing my Team Katya shirt again here, my Team Katya shirt. I'm wearing a Katya shirt again today. I was just very sad that Alaska was like screaming like, I'll give you $10,000 to let me stay. It's like, girl, don't beg, plead your case. Look at what how do you not lay in bed and think, I've done this, and that? These queens did this and that. Are you not paying attention this entire time when you go home at night? Why are you acting like a freaking 2-year-old? And then I went on Snapchat right after the episode was done, and Alaska had been snapping, which she doesn't do very often, and she was literally Snapchatting the part of her having a meltdown on the TV, and she would go back to her face and be like, she knew she fucked up. I just couldn't. I was like, are they gonna send her home because she's being a brat? Why are you being a brat? And then I was like, maybe it was for TV. I don't know if she's being like forced to be a little bratty, but there's no way. And then Detox calls her a brat in that like clip. I was like, Detox calling you out. So then it comes to the lip sync and I'm like on the edge of my seat because I'm like, look, if Katya wins, I think Katya will send Roxy home. So I'm kind of like, please let Katya win. Please let Katya win. Please let Katya win. Thinking she's gonna send Roxy home. I don't know yet. I haven't seen the clip. I don't know if she did pick Roxy's lipstick. Maybe she did pick Alyssa's lipstick. Maybe she picked Alaska's lipstick because that's the biggest competition, right? Like, even she says that in a clip. Then I'm like, but if Detox wins, I don't think she'll send Alaska or Roxy home. So I'm like, do I want Detox to win? Because I know if Detox wins, okay, she's probably gonna send Alyssa home. So I'm thinking, I paused it to do the lip sync. Detox wins. And Detox started getting emotional. I'm like, girl, she's sending home either Roxy or Alaska. How else could you be so upset? And then it starts clicking. She's probably sending home Alyssa. She's so upset because she should be sending home Roxy. And she just can't. So why the heck didn't she just throw the damn lip sync to Katya? Is what I'm trying to think. And then she's like, well, and then I'm like, maybe she couldn't throw the lip sync to Katya, right? Because if she threw the lip sync to Katya, then she didn't protect her ride or die Roxy. So to me, everyone on the damn internet who's saying Rolaska Talks is driving me freaking insane, because to me, it's Roxy and Detox and Alaska. Not Rolaska Talks. To me, it's not quite Rolaska Talks, because I think that if Alaska won this time and Roxy was in the bottom again, no, you know what? She'd probably send Alyssa home. What the hell am I saying? Rolaska Talks is clearly a thing. I'm trying to justify that it's not, because I love Alaska and I don't want that to be a thing. So, consistency, Roxy should have left, Alaska should stay, Alyssa should have stayed. You go on Twitter, you go on the internet, and you see what people are saying right now. They are livid that Alyssa is gone. They were livid last week that Tatiana's gone. I don't think I can be on the internet for the next week. These Drag Race fans this season have literally been freaking hateful little monsters. Beast, Gila monsters, hateful little shits. Every queen has pretty much received hate this entire season. And I'm like, what is going on? It's insane. Come on, people. Like, why are we all hating on everyone so much? Like, that's why I'm having a really hard time. People were commenting on my last video being like, you need to be a little bit more hateful. It makes these more fun. I'm like, I can't be hateful when there's so many hateful people in the world right now. It's really upsetting. Like, you can't even find a review online that people aren't being a little bit hateful in. You can't find anything on Twitter. People on Twitter are being hateful. Then you have is next week the last week? Is that what's going on? Next week is the last week? Seriously? I can't even believe it. Is that what's happening? Is that what I'm understanding? Next week did we find a winner? And Roxy's in the top? What the hell's going on? Roxy's in the final four, and if next week they're crowning a winner, are they filming the finale? Did they already film the finale? I'm so confused. Alyssa went home tonight. So sad about that, but Alaska's still in the competition, awesome. And if you look at season 5, you had Rolaska Talks and Jinx were the final 4. And now this season we have Rolaska Talks and Katya. So a lot of people jump ship, because a few weeks ago, anything online that was like, who are you? Are you team Katya? Are you team Alaska? What team are you on? Alaska's numbers seem to be above Katya, but now it's like totally changed. Katya's are so much higher than Alaska's. So I'm like, whoa, a lot of people jumped because Alaska wasn't sending Roxy home. And like, if that's what cost her this game, like that sucks, because Alaska has been in the top a lot. I love Katya. I think Katya has done amazing this season, way better than she did last season. But does that mean I think she should win? I don't know. I think she deserves to be in the position that she's in right now. That's what I have to say. Roxy, not so much. It should be Alyssa there, not Roxy. A lot of people would agree with that. Causing a lot of hate online. Totally down with the Roxy needs to go home. Roxy has needed to go home for a while now. So let me know in the comments down below what y'all thought was rigomoris, because everybody's going rigomoris this, rigomoris that. Let me know what you thought about this episode and everything that's going on in RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 2, episode number 7. Okay, so this week's comment is coming from Nacho Ardila. And if I pronounce your name wrong, I'm sorry. Okay, so Nacho says, Roxy has got to go. Girl, you don't have it anymore. Sorry. Tatiana's commercial was very good, but it was shown after Alaska's and Katya's commercial. Of course they're going to think it's a little bad. And Alaska, stop protecting Roxy. I'm just getting tired. One word to Alaska, choices. At the beginning of the season, I wanted Alaska to win All-Stars, but now I just want Katya taking the crown. Fuck where Alaska talks, I'm tired. I just saw the promo of the next chapter. If Katya is going home, I'm done. If Detox, Roxy, and Alaska end up in the top 3, I won't watch the reunion. P.S. I don't know what happened, I'm just so mad. P.S. Sorry for the spelling, I'm from Spain. Your spelling is fine. I decoded what was spelled wrong. We're good. Totally, majority of what you said is what I was talking about this episode, except for the fact that I'm personally not going to jump ships and say that I want Katya to win. I still want Alaska to win. As long as Alaska or Katya win, I will be happy. I'd rather Alaska win though. That's what I have to say about that. Totally Roxy should go. Totally agree about the Tatiana commercial. The reason why I picked this is because I'm trying to prove that like there's just so many people online jumping ship from Alaska to Katya. But I do agree that Roxy should have gone home last week and now this week and pretty much every week that she's been in the bottom. Sorry, Roxy. And that was a comment left on last week's video. So if you want me to talk about your comment on the next week's video, make sure you leave one down below, hit subscribe so that you do not miss it, and give it a thumbs up. This has been very emotional. I'm really just trying to get through this episode so I can lay the hell back down, because I'm not over this yet. It was a very emotional episode. That's why I didn't even really get into too much detail as to what happened. It was just so much emotion from the Queen's past, with so much emotion as to what was going on. Alaska has a meltdown at the end there. My Queen is in the bottom 2. I'm just like, or bottom 3. I was just, whew, it was an episode and I wasn't really sure how it was gonna play out, so I was very nervous. That's what's going on. Thanks for watching this video, everyone. My name is Melissa Strange, and until next time, stay strange. Ooh, and on October the 11th, which is like in a few freaking days, I totally have meet and greet tickets to meet Alaska, Bob the Drag Queen, Willem, and Courtney Act in Toronto, and I am dying on the inside. I just want to give them a hug. Oh, I just want to give them all a hug. That's it. That's all. Okay, bye.